Let's turn all the lights on, 'cause we need to see the crowd going crazy. My imagination is running wild as out of control.
Hey everybody, it's Kat here from dollyreid.ie, and today I would like to talk about my favourites, and it's going to be my February and March favourites because I didn't manage to get a favourites filmed in February, even though I really wanted to, but life got in the way and all of those things. So yeah, I have quite a few bits and pieces to go through that I've been loving for the past 2 months, so I'm just going to get stuck into it, and yeah, let's do it. So first off, we're going to start with makeup, and I'm going to talk about base products. And a new release that I have really been enjoying is this NARS. It's the Pro Prime Instant Line and Pore Perfector. What it is this little stick. I'm going to wind it up just a little bit because the last time I did this, I broke the top off. And it's basically a sort of a stick or a thickened version of a primer, which works to blur fine lines, pores and imperfections. So if you have particularly bad pores, or if your fine lines or wrinkles are starting to bother you, what you do is just trace this around the area, and it really does blur them, and it gives, especially on camera and video, it gives a really nice sort of soft focus effect. Where I apply this is here in, I suppose, what you call my laughter lines. These are the nasolabial folds where I'm sort of heavy cheek wise. Also I have quite big pores along here, just on the sides of my nose, and I'm also getting little fine lines here between my brows. So I would apply it all around there, and it really works. It just blurs everything and makes you look airbrushed and beautiful. So really liking that. Even though I do use the NARS Line and Pore Perfector, I also still use a primer. So I actually apply a primer over that to hold the rest of my makeup, and also to blur out any other areas, albeit a bit more gently. And the primer that I have been loving for the month of February and March is the Maybelline Baby Skin, and I'm sure everybody knows about this at this stage. I'm not going to go into great detail about it, but it's just a really good silicone based primer. It really helps to stop oily breakthrough. It just smooths everything over. It helps to blur over pores and lines, and also dry flaky skin, which I've had a bit of a problem with. Blurs over everything, provides a perfect canvas for your makeup, and I think it was like €8 or €9. It's for nothing really. It is really good. The hype is real. I really like it. I have two foundation loves from February and March. If you've been reading the blog, you've probably seen this one already, so I won't get into huge detail, but it's the number 7 Stay Perfect Super Light Foundation. It's a gorgeous lightweight foundation. It's water based, so it really feels like nothing on your skin. It glides over dry patches, it glides over pores, any sort of issues that you might have on your face is not going to bother it. It's just going to glide over it and just give you a lovely light even coverage. Brilliant for daytime, especially since it has SPF 15, and it is slightly buildable as well, so you can build it up from a sort of a light to a medium coverage if you want to. Anyway, I'll leave the link to my review on the blog, but it's really a gorgeous daytime foundation. If I feel the need for a little bit more coverage, this month I have been loving the Wet n Wild Coverall Foundation. Now, going by the name, I would have thought that this was a lot heavier than it actually is. I saw it on Karen, Lovely Girly Bits' blog. I saw her review of it, and when I saw it I was like, I have to buy you right now this minute, and ran out and bought 2 shades to be sure I had one that matched me. This is the shade Fair Light, and it's just a gorgeous foundation. Like, despite the name Coverall, it's really not a heavy, cakey, mask-like effect makeup. I would say it's really more of a medium coverage finish, and it doesn't hide your skin, so it doesn't create that sort of mask-like effect that you get from the likes of Double Wear and Rimmel Stay Matte. It's really just a beautiful, really natural yet medium coverage. So if you feel like you need that little bit more coverage, if you have skin issues, this is really good. And for, I think it's like $5.99, you really can't go wrong. Go try it, seriously. Wet n Wild is going to feature quite a lot in this video because the brand launched in Ireland in February. So some other loves that I have from the brand for the past couple of months are their blushes. I picked up all 4 shades. I think it's 4 shades that they do. Anyway, I just grabbed them all and said, seriously, just take my money, just take it. And the blushes are really fantastic. They're gorgeous and so pigmented. And there's 2 colours in particular that I've been loving for spring. One of them is this pearlescent pink shade. It's just a beautiful brightening pink colour. It's a light pink with sort of I suppose a pearlescent effect, as it says on the tin. It's a lovely shimmery bright pink for springtime. And then I also have here Heather Silk, which is a matte blush. It's a slightly deeper pink, and this is more of a magenta tone. So, you know, depending on your preference, what you want, whether you're going day, night, you're going to find a blush that's going to suit. And the pigmentation is lovely. They're so soft, and you can't go wrong for the price point, really. Despite how fabulous the Wet n Wild blushes are, there's really one blush that I have been using non-stop for the past couple of months since I've gotten it. And that has to be the Hourglass Ambient Lighting blush. And this is in Diffused Heat. I've talked about this in various videos, so I'm not going to go on about it again, but it's beautiful. If you haven't gotten your hands on the Ambient Lighting blushes yet and you feel like a little bit of a splurge, seriously, just go to the Hourglass counter and hand over your money. They're amazing. Next, I'm going to talk about eyes, and of course, there was a palette launch which sort of, I think, divided opinion a little bit in the blogger community, but I am very much pro this palette, and it's the Narcissist eye palette. And you should be able to see here lots of lovely shades. They're all fabulous neutrals, gorgeously pigmented, and you can really create any eye look that you want out of this palette. I'm going away for the weekend soon, and I'm going to bring this with me, and it's going to cover me from day to night, and it's in the usual sturdy NARS packaging. You just can't go wrong for the price of it. What was it? It was like €50. Seriously, you can't go wrong. I don't see why people made such a fuss, because the quality of the shadows is incredible. And I'm actually going to have a tutorial coming up on some eyeshadow looks that you can get from this palette, so keep an eye out for that. Actually, another brand in general that I have been sort of falling in love with in 2014 since around January is MAC. I don't go to MAC all that often, to be honest. MAC, I feel, kind of got a bit forgotten about when all the other makeup brands started churning out fabulous stuff, and I went back to MAC recently and just picked up a load of stuff. So for the last couple of months I've been particularly loving a fluid line, and this is the fluid line Our Secret. From their Magnetic Nude collection. Unfortunately, this is limited edition, so I probably shouldn't talk about it, but I can mention it in favourites, can't I? You know, it's not like I'm showing it all over the blog and telling you, look, I have this beautiful thing. Haha, you can't get it. So this is just a gorgeous bronzy brown colour. It's a fluid line that you can use every day. A lot of the fluid lines tend to be a little bit harsh. You know, you wouldn't really put it on going to work, sort of a thing. But this is a beautiful sort of brown with a bronze hint, and it has a gorgeous reflection, and it isn't too much to wear during the day, so I've been loving that. And lastly, for eyes, you may have seen this in my last video, but I picked up Benefit Gimme Brow, and this stuff is just brilliant. You know, brows are in, we all know that brows are a big thing. So the wand on this is just teeny tiny, which is where it wins over the Maybelline Brow Drama Brow Mascara that I was loving before. Also the formula contains little thickening fibres, and it will thicken your brow hairs if your brows tend to be a little bit sparse, which mine are. So it means that you can just kind of lash it through your brows and just go, what more could you want, you know, in the morning, just throw it on, out the door. It is worth the money. I really like it. I have been loving the L'Oreal L'Extraordinaire liquid lipsticks. Now, elephant out of the room, we're going to shove them out. These aren't really liquid lipsticks by the definition of liquid lipsticks. You know, they're more of a gloss lipstick hybrid. So if you could imagine the pigmentation of a liquid lipstick crossed with a gloss, if the gloss and the liquid lipstick had a baby, these are what you would get. I have them reviewed on the blog and I just love them. Really, they're just gorgeous. I tend to have quite dry lips and I can't wear a lot of liquid lipsticks. I remember I got the Stila All Day liquid lipsticks, and they actually, I put one of them on and my lips instantly puckered and shriveled, and I just had to get them off my lips. It sucked every little bit of moisture out of my lips, so I can't be doing with that. The formula on these guys is oil based, so it is lovely and conditioning for the lips. They are a little bit sheerer than you would think from the description, but you can build them up. Anyway, I have swatches and on the lip photos on the blog, so have a look at them, but they're just so comfortable to wear, seriously, and there's some gorgeous shades in the collection, and I'm going to be getting the tangerine shade next, along with a couple of others probably. So yeah, love them, gorgeous, get them. There's a big skincare launch in the past couple of months, and that was from La Roche-Posay, and it was their Effaclar Duo Plus. I've really been loving this. My skin has actually never been smoother. Well, not in the past little while anyway. This product is an update of the original Effaclar Duo, which is fairly well known for being quite a good acne fighting product. What it contains is, it has salicylic acid and NHA, which are two types of chemical exfoliants. So they're going to get down to the pores and they're going to help to get rid of the sebum and dead skin cells that are trapped there. It also contains niacinamide, which is a B vitamin, which is very good at reducing redness and inflammation, and it's also slightly anti-aging. Olay use it in their products for its anti-aging properties. It also contains an antibacterial called proctinolamine, and it also contains zinc, which is also an antibacterial, and it's also a skin rebuilding trace element, and contains something else. Oh yeah, it also contains linoleic acid. It's actually been shown that people with acne tend to have skin which is lacking in linoleic acid. Their sebum isn't composed of the same amount of linoleic acid as that of normal people, and that has a soothing and anti-inflammatory effect on the skin. But all of that was in Effaclar Duo Original. The difference with Effaclar Duo Plus is that it contains an anti-hyperpigmentation ingredient. It's an ingredient called Procerad, which is a ceramide, which is basically a conditioning agent which apparently helps to fight hyperpigmentation. I haven't really looked into the science behind it. I am going to look into the science behind it for my review post, which will be coming up in the next couple of weeks, but based on my initial trials of the product for the past couple of weeks, I really love it. As I said, my skin has never been smoother and it's getting lovely and clear. I did have a little bit of a breakout when I started using it because I wasn't using such a strong product, and when you use a very strong product that has all of those very effective ingredients, sometimes your skin can have a little freak out, and this is what people commonly refer to as purging. It's not actually your skin purging. It's actually a sensitivity reaction, and it's your skin reacting to what it perceives as an irritant. So purging is a myth. And when you see purging, it's actually your skin putting up a red flag saying, hey, what you're doing, this is new to me, I'm not used to this, maybe you should ease off a little bit until I see what the hell is going on here. So initially I just cut down, I used it every other day instead of using it every day, and then once my skin got used to it, I'm now able to use it in the morning and in the night, and my skin is just, it's just looking great. It's looking better than it has done in a long time. So I would say if you've been thinking about going out and trying the new Avoclar Duo Plus, just do it. Go out and get it. Actually, if you go to avoclar.ie, they have a money back guarantee. They're also going to be taking a survey of how people are getting on with the product, which I absolutely love. You know, when a brand has so much faith in their product that they're offering a money back guarantee and they're getting genuine feedback from end users, you know that they really care about their skincare, and that's why I really love La Roche-Posay. Actually, another skincare brand that I've been growing to love over the past month or so is Xaya, and this is a Polish skincare brand, and it was one that wasn't really on my radar before until I received some products to review. And if you've seen my last video, you know that I tried out the enzyme peeling mask, and I was absolutely bowled over by it. It works just as well as the Ren Glycolactic Radiance Renewal Mask for nearly a tenth of the price. I won't go on about that again, but it's amazing. Go and get the enzyme peeling mask, seriously, it's brilliant. But other products that I've been trying from Xaya are their moisturizers. So I've been using their daytime moisturizer in the sensitive skin range and their nighttime moisturizer. What I love about these is that, as it says on the tubes, they're for sensitive skin, and they really do work well for sensitive skin. I was using the Avoclar Duo, which was making my skin have a little bit of a reaction, and these soothed it and calmed it and just made it nice and happy and didn't contribute to the reaction I was having at all. They're just lovely conditioning moisturizers that make your skin just lovely and balanced. And the daytime moisturizer has SPF 20, which I love. We all need more SPF, because no matter how much retinol and pentapeptides and copper and whatever you use in your skincare, if you don't use an SPF, you're just throwing away your money. So yeah, I've been really liking these. I'm a big proponent of using a basic but soothing and moisturizing skincare range around a treatment product like the Avoclar Duo Plus, or say if you're using a retinol product, use something like the Xaya sensitive skin products around that, just to soothe your skin and provide the things that the treatment is probably taking away that your skin needs. And finally, onto hair care, and well done if you've gotten this far. You've probably been sitting here a while. I hope you have a cup of tea or something in front of you. Thank you for getting to here with me and sticking with me. So to get on with it, I've been really loving a new release from Aussie, and it is their 3-Minute Miracle Light Mousse Deep Conditioner. And this is just really interesting. I was actually sent this for review, I should say, but you know, the usual spiel, I would never mention anything in a positive light if I didn't actually like it. I get lots of things for review, and many of them I don't ever mention favourites. So yes, when this came through the door, I was like, oh look, it's a mousse. And I nearly picked it up one day and put it in my hair after I'd washed it like it was a styling mousse, but it's not. Do not use this as a styling mousse, because you will be unpleasantly surprised. It's actually a mousse that you use as a conditioner. So you would use it after shampooing, and it is a lovely light conditioning mousse. And I think the genius behind it is because it is a mousse formulation, it has all of that air in it. So you can put it all over your hair, but it's not going to weigh it down. So not like a conventional sort of a creamy conditioner. You can really distribute this through your hair without actually overloading it. The formulation is beautiful. It's great for me. I tend to have sort of hair that is fine but also gets weighed down by styling products and needs a bit of lightness and a bit of volume. And I actually have two versions of this. I have the Mega Deep Treatment Mousse, which I love. It really nourishes my dry ends because I'm actually growing out of bleaching that I did I think about 1.5 years ago, and it doesn't leave my ends dry or crispy, but it also doesn't cause my roots to fall flat. It's just, this is perfect. There's also a volume version which I love to use when my hair is feeling a bit weighed down. I'll use that after washing, and yeah, they're just great. And lastly, I've gone on about this before, but I'm going to go on about it again. Products that I've been absolutely loving for the past couple of months is the Charles Worthington Salon at Home Volume and Bounce Texturizing Spray. Did I get all that in? Yes, I did. Sorry, that name is a bit of a mouthful. This is apparently a dupe of the Orbe Texturizing Spray, which the whole blogosphere has been going on about, but is ridiculously expensive. Apparently for a small size it's £18, which is crazy. This is like, I think about €8, and it's just perfect. It's like if a hairspray and dry shampoo and a volumizing product had a baby, you know, if those three things could reproduce and have babies, it gives your hair gorgeous root lift, thickens it up. It also absorbs any oil, and it gives it a slight little bit of hold. Not so much that your hair is going to be sticky, but just a little bit of hold that you'll be able to do whatever you want with your style. You know, you can back home with it, or you can just tease your roots and it's just going to stay. You know, it's just really good, and it smells gorgeous. I think it smells like sherbet. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Actually, my other half told me that I smelled lovely when I had lots of this in my hair because I hadn't had time to have a shower, so I was actually probably quite manky and smelling not very nice, but this made him think that I smelled gorgeous. So yeah, go out and try it. Boots have 3 for 2 on their salon hair care products at the moment, so I would suggest getting this, and also the Volume and Bounce Body Booster Mousse, which is brilliant. Oh my god, this stuff, when you put it in your hair, it like doubles in size. Seriously, if you have problems with volume and if your hair tends to fall flat, use this after you've washed your hair, before you've styled it, and it's amazing. So get the 2 of these, and then whatever else you want. I think there's also a volume boosting cream product in the range, which I haven't tried. There's also shampoo and conditioner. Yes, get these. They're brilliant. That's it. Wow, I've gotten through all my favourites from February and March. Hooray. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave me a comment below and let me know if you like any of these products, if you don't like any of these products, and what your favourites were for the month of March. If there's anything that I need to go out and have a look at and buy immediately, let me know. And thank you for watching as always. Bye! My tag, I've been tagged by Lovely Girly Bits and